everybody, and welcome to broadcast number 8. Hope you are enjoying them as much as we are. As the weeks have gone by, it seems that everyone is embracing the technology that they'd not ordinarily use just to stay in touch with family and friends. On a personal level, as a family, we get together every weekend for a quiz. There's 5 households on Zoom and we have 5 rounds of questions, each household with a different topic. It's great fun and lovely to see everybody. And even our mum joins in. It's especially nice for me because Lily joins in as well as she lives in Hertfordshire. I still can't believe the talent and creativity that we have in this community. It's great to see everybody getting involved and reaching out during this lockdown. You will know from these weekly broadcasts that each week we are adding to our virtual activities. It's been a fantastic experience for all of us. And most of us are out of our comfort zone, but we're very happy to do it to keep everybody connected. We do now have a virtual community event every day of the week using either YouTube or Zoom. We have invested in additional equipment so that more people can get involved and the events are becoming much more sophisticated as the weeks go on. We have found this form of communication a huge success and some of it we'll want to continue even when the lockdown is over. Technology will never replace real relationships, and especially here in Larsh, nothing can beat the human touch. But some of the activities that we have now been involved in will be great to keep. The bingo is starting tomorrow, and I'm sure Anne and Les will want to keep this going. The Glee Club has been such a success. I bet Deborah and Max would definitely vote for this to be kept, not to mention Stacey. Oh, and of course Jose. I don't know whether you all realise that it was him dancing with Stacey on Friday. I've never seen that side of Jose before. As well as the community events, there have already been 2 significant birthday parties celebrated virtually. I have photos of all these events that have taken place since my last broadcast, but before I go on to show them, I want to do a special shout out to Joy Dabby, who is the director and innovator of these broadcasts and events, and without him they wouldn't happen. Joy celebrated his 40th birthday on Sunday, and we were able to help him begin his celebrations last Friday in the office. And as you can see from the photo, the theme was very much about film and video. Joy has been happy to share his skills and expertise with the other managers and assistants so that they can lead their own events and activities. Well done, Joy. Hopefully you won't leave us for Bollywood. On a more serious note, technology has kept us connected professionally. Joy and Stacey host weekly managers meetings via Zoom, and we all connect virtually with the national team for regular meetings. I am still meeting virtually with LCC and all of the other providers twice a week, and Chris Berg is joining in the Zoom meetings with LCC regarding the day service. These meetings have proved invaluable. In these times of uncertainty, it is important to stay in touch with people, and it's comforting to know that everybody is going through similar difficulties and experiences, and yet we're all finding ways of getting through, sharing good news as well as our fears and apprehensions. We have no data yet as to when we can reopen the day service, but do rest assured that this is something that Stacey, Chris and his team are working on. Chris is liaising with LCC and other day service providers, but the when and how we reopen is down to us. We'll be looking at the risks and the management of them before anybody can be reintroduced, so please bear with us. In today's broadcast, there'll be a roundup of events and activities from last week, along with photos, when you'll also have the opportunity to message me. And after that, it will be Jimmy's journey, ending with my responses to your posts and messages, so enjoy. With regards to the virus, all is still going very well in our community. We don't have anyone with the virus or even with symptoms. We have 8 people off sick, but all non-related to the virus. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock, we're doing our virtual bingo. Alan is our resident bingo caller, so it should be good. Please join in. And we'll alternate each Thursday between the quiz and the bingo. We're still planning a bake-off in the community, so watch this space. On Sunday last, we helped Hilary celebrate a significant birthday virtually. Hilary loved it and sent this message to us. Lots of thanks from me for all the messages and gifts and cake and love, and especially thanks to all who were part of the Zoom party. Amazing. Lockdown birthdays can be brilliant. Love to all, Hilary. We had soup and prayer on Monday as usual, and this week we focused on people's favourite food and drink, and it did get everybody communicating again, so it was great. I did promise to feature the relationship between Alphonse and Brian this week, but unfortunately we weren't able to, and we'll definitely do this in the near future, so bear with us, Brian. Next week we'll look at Julia and Linda's relationship in Fountain Court. Let's now look at the clip of the lovely celebration of David's birthday, which was attended virtually by friends, including past assistants from all over the world. Also, there will be a clip from the quiz and the Glee Club. Please don't forget to message me during this time so that I can interact with you later. Let me know what you think has been good and what we should keep.
Happy birthday.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear David. Happy birthday to you.
Give it back one.
Come on, Brian, hip hip, hooray!
Someone with glasses, that narrows it down for you then.
This one always throws me.
Always throws you.
Yeah,
It's not hard though, is it?
No, I've been thrown out of a lot of places.
It's definitely a woman, this one. We're that certain. That was how much we've narrowed it down, is glasses and women.
Definitely a lady.
We're not sure beyond that though. Question number 5. Got another lady in glasses here, I believe. Any guesses? Make sure you're getting them down on your pen and paper. We will be checking those marks when we next see you. Question. That was it, 5 questions. So 5 questions, 5 answers. We'll accept just first names, will be completely acceptable there. Whenever you're ready, we're going to go through the answers to those questions.
Just give us a thumbs up when you're ready.
Well, Daisy fancies a thumbs up this time. I think we're ready.
You got a thumbs up from Stacey?
Okay, so the answers are round number 5. Question number 1. It's that famous cheeky chap in college, Charlotte, who I believe is watching right now. Question number 2. What have we got here? It's Paul Sargent. Slightly older picture there just to throw you all off. Question number 3. That's Anthony Lynch with that cracking smile there, man. Question number 4. It's Julia Buckingham, Gustavus Buckingham. I don't know how she does it nowadays, but Julia, we all know. You thought this was Chris Bird?
I did.
They do look remarkably alike.
Just the eyes.
Just the eyes, yeah. Question number 5. That's Jackie Brown. Looking lovely there, as I believe Mary in the Christmas play. So hopefully you've totted up your scores out of 5 for this round, and we'll be coming through. Stacey at the Elms with no... A full 5! Bravo, bravo. And Billy, no mates?
It's a 3 for me again.
A 3 for you, bravo, bravo. Go ahead. Mother and daughter, although mother appears to have hidden slightly.
Right, so we didn't recognize Paul Sargent, it's 4 for us.
Oh, it's done, very good. And
Andrew, how many? 5.
5. I'd expect Colin got himself, hopefully. Queens of Fountain Court.
How many did you get? 5.
Another high 5, Daisy.
Well done.
Second place, I believe, is mother and daughter. Fantastic job. Oh, and is it joint?
Yes, it's a joint one.
You said.
Joint with the.
Oh, joint with the Allens. Well done, mother and daughter, the Allens. That was with 35.5 points, I believe. And first place with a lovely 37. That's the Queens of Fountain Court.
say who was helping me today. Round of applause. For helping with the technical. So we'll see you again. Stay safe, stay well. Bye. Bye.
Okay, welcome back everybody. I believe that there have been some issues with the audio, so don't worry about it. Nothing we can do, but we'll certainly sort it all out for when it goes back onto YouTube later on. Now, this section is going to be Jimmy telling his story. I'm going to do it slightly differently, never tried it before. I think I'm Oprah Winfrey. But anyway, what we're going to do is I'm going to do like a conversation with Jimmy. So bear with us, and we will have our notes, and we might have to use them because we're not professionals. Okay, so welcome Jimmy, and thanks for agreeing for you to tell us your story.
Thanks, Carol. It's just nice that some people may know the name but not know the face, and then some people may know the face and not know the name. So it's just good to see who I am.
There you go, and a very nice face it is too, Jim.
Thank you, thank you.
So to be honest, I've known you since I started at Larsh, but I only know about you while you're here. I don't know much about your early life, where you come from or whatever, so do you want to start with that, because that'd be quite nice.
Yeah, I was born in Toxteth, and 17th of March 1959, so anyone who's good at maths that'll know that I'm 61.
Yeah.
I was going to be called Patrick, but thankfully my mother changed it and I was named after my dad, James, so I'm known to my family as James Alfred, but all my friends call me Jimmy. I grew up in Grindhill Street, which is just off Hyde Park Street, to the same. At school, I wasn't very academic, to be honest with you, but football was my big thing. I love football, and I ended up then, I was captain of primary school, and I also went captain as the senior school, Toxteth High School. And I think one of the photos that they come up, the later one, when I was about 15, is when we played in the Martindale Cup final, and we actually played against SFX.
Oh, right,
and Sammy Lee was one of the names that I played there. So my claim to fame, I've got a medal that Sammy Lee hasn't got. I've got a winner's medal while he's got to lose as well.
And at that time, SFX was a posh grammar school as well, wasn't it? You know, yours certainly wasn't a posh school.
Ours wasn't a posh grammar school, no. So yeah, when I was young, I was a bit of a tearaway in the early teens, but I'd like to think I was in the Boys Brigade. I think that showed me a way a little bit, and also enhanced my faith, you know, along, and showed me what life was about really. And then I left school at 16 in June, July, and then I went to work for George Wimpey's then as a bricklayer. As two of me older brothers were always in the building, and I was very lucky. I went for the interview, and my eldest brother David was a joiner for Wimpey's, and when I went for the interview, the guy who interviewed me turned on and said, why do you want to be a bricklayer? You've got the job, how's your David doing? So I didn't really, I was offered the job, but just given to me. So yeah, we're working on the building, and I've worked on some good sites, you know, kept you fit and everything. I built some good landmarks that I've done. For instance, we're down at before Brunswick Dock. There was 4 big massive piers. I've never been up on scaffolds so high in my life, and I'm still there today. And it's the first time I've ever been down in a sewer, a big, like 8 foot wide sewer, and we had to build this big head wall. There was about 2 foot thick, and it was just to stop the tide coming in. And from there, there's still, some of them are still standing. I've got in Otterspool, corner of Otterspool, Jericho Lane, there was a sheltered accommodation I built there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then in Alderley Hospital, we built this lift shaft, and we built it and set it out right from the beginning. And I've always talked about it, oh, that's my claim to fame. And when you go into the hospital, you can see this lift shaft, you know. So we went out for a walk on Saturday with me, my daughter, and the wife, and my daughter was like social distancing from us as we went on the walk. And we come by all day. I said, oh, let's go. And we're walking around. And it's been knocked down. I was gutted. So I can't really say anything about that now.
Didn't you meet Christine when you were really young as well?
I did, you know what, I met Christine. I'd known her and I'd seen her since I was about 15. And you know where you used to have the parties in the houses and that. And so I'd seen her 2 or 3 times. And after this one particular party, she left her Al Green LP. And
Let's Stay Together.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. So the thing is, yeah. So I've been with Christine now for 44 years. We were married the 28th of June in 1980. So we're coming up to 40 years, celebrating our Ruby wedding in June, yeah. And I'm very lucky. I've got 2 lovely children. We have Anthony James, known as Tony, who was born in 1985. And then on our wedding anniversary in 1988, best wedding anniversary presents, and my daughter, Rachel Clare. Yeah, she come there. And I've been very, very lucky. I've had a good family life.
Yeah. And you were still on the building then, weren't you?
I was still on the building, but as you do when you're young, you think you're very invincible, don't you? So any of the foreigners would come along with being a brickie. And so you'd work, you know, 7 days a week, you know, just for like holidays or for any little treats. But I started to suffer badly with tennis elbow. So I had a course of a couple of injections and basically it didn't work. So really then I had to rethink what my career was going to be, I had to leave.
That must have been, that was like 19 years in the building, so that must have been really difficult for you then, just, you know, decide what you wanted to do. So what did you go for then? What jobs did you apply for?
Well, it's funny really. The first job I applied for was for Lash.
Nice.
He said, yeah, but I never got an interview. In fact, I never got a reply back. But what I did then, I'll always be thankful for. I started with a company called CIC, Communicated Integrated Care.
Yeah.
You know, I had to become part of a team who supported 6 core members living in 2 bungalows, and it was a great day because really I learnt all about teamwork, you know, about how to work together, and also how to promote independence with the people you were supporting. And then really, I soon realised this was a career that I'd like to be in. You know, it suited me. I thought I had the temperament for it. But after, as I think you realise, that time comes when sometimes in our game then, you'd move for about 50 pence more. So I went on and I went to a company called Raglan, set up a new supported living service there. With 2 men, one had learning disabilities and one had mental health problems. So the support you were giving them was totally different from what I had when I worked for CIC. So having left school with no qualifications at all, I think I got about 2 CSEs, and they weren't very good grades, if I'm honest. I went on to start my MVQ.
Yeah.
So the first level MVQ, I got a 40. You know, so it's and then I got me level 3, which I thought was good, and then I also went then in to do me the A1 Assessing Award. You know,
the MVQ Assessing. I know that. Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, so it made me. It opened another branch where I could assess the staff within Raglan for the MVQ. So opportunities opened when I was in Raglan. I actually ended up working in the office on the training side, you know, which I enjoyed very much, and as well supported by the guys there. But unfortunately, Raglan got bought out and there was reorganisation, and then my position went. So I was made redundant then. So I was lucky then. After that, I went into MVQ assessing.
Yeah.
You know, and that was lovely because you were meeting different people and you were travelling to different parts of, like, not just the northwest, but you were going up as far as Carlisle, and I was going as far as down south as Bristol and over to Hull. And that was lovely because I was meeting, as I say, meeting different people, going into different locations. But over time, with the travelling and having to stay away a couple of nights a week, and then also your targets become very stressful. You know, the increase and the stress started to build up, and then I realised then it was really time to me. I really had to come out to that and to rethink what I was going to do.
Yeah.
I was offered other jobs as assessors, but I didn't want to go back into that industry again. So I thought I enjoyed so much working as a team and also supporting people with learning disabilities.
Yeah.
So I thought I would try and apply again. So I again wrote off.
To Larsh?
It was, yeah, I wrote off to Larsh, and yes, and I got an interview. And actually it was Joy and Sarah that interviewed me at the time. And I felt very comfortable when I come in. There was a nice atmosphere, and that was a big thing for me. And I'd like to know that people that, where I was going to work, that they had the same ethics as I did about supporting people and promoting independence. And yeah, I'm now coming up to next month, my 7-year anniversary. I'm there. So I went to work in the spring with Herbert and with Peter. And with Herbert, I soon became known as Mr. Car.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah.
I'm there. I built up a good relationship with Herbert then. But with Peter, it was a little bit different. Peter likes to get to know you first.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of questions, you know, you're married, where do you live, you know, what do you do? And so over time, yeah, the relationship with Peter really developed, you know. So my journey into Larsh, really, I was very fortunate that in, I think it was 2015, the opportunity arose for me to be team leader. And that was for Tabor and St John's.
Yeah.
And also, Ian came into the team around about that time as well. And this then gave me, I believe, an opportunity to build a relationship with Ian, which I'd never had. I'd only known about Ian, didn't really know him. And I also learned how to lead the team and to assist the team members in their growth. And again, in 2017, a new challenge came along, which, you know, I was very fortunate to be appointed locality manager. But then it was over a few more houses, so you have Tabor, St John's, and Fountain Court, the Elms, and also South Liverpool, Colebrook. I'm very fortunate that I'm supported by a great team of team leaders, seniors, and also support staff. This really gave me the opportunity to bring to part of my personal skills to help and assist the team to manage their houses, and in a calm and a positive way.
Yeah.
I think that as a locality manager, I try to bring out the best in all my teams. I like to be open-minded and will promote and encourage the staff to be proactive, you know, to bring any new ideas, and through that I'll support them to a change and to take ownership of things that they'd like to do. I don't like to hold anyone back if they've got new ideas. I believe they have a good listener here. I get told that I'm very calm.
You certainly are, Jim.
But inside me, it's going like that at the moment. Yeah.
Did you get your? Did you go on to do your MVQ at level 5?
I did. Yeah. At the grand age of 60, I achieved my level 5.
How brilliant was that? Leaving school with no qualifications, and at 60.
I'm very proud. I'm very proud of it, and I know my daughter and my son, my wife, were very proud of that. I think because a part of it was way above me, I must admit, and it's a lot to be honest.
Yeah.
So, being a locality manager, I think this is it's enabled me to build relationships with the core members, different from when I was a support worker or a team leader.
So what do you mean by that difference?
Well, I believe I'm now able to be available, to make time, you know, to have more one-to-ones, say like with Max. I've been very fortunate, Max McGowan Court. I've been able to take Max out for lunch.
Yeah, she'll love that.
We've been over for a trip to New Brighton. We've had a nice run round there. With Ian, you know, just like Ian, I've been able to, I used to always take Ian the cafe.
Yeah.
And nearly every 2 weeks we'd have our breakfast. But now that's changed, and so I go and have breakfast with Ian, and there was an occasion where this really sticks out with me, where I hadn't seen him for about 2 weeks, and I had arranged to go and have coffee and breakfast for him. And when I opened the door, I got the biggest smile, I got the biggest handshake, and I got the biggest hug.
Oh, so lovely.
It was just little things like that, you know, it just makes me appreciate what role and limb I'm in. And I'm very thankful for Larsh. I feel very privileged in the position I am, and to work for a company like Larsh. And also to uphold the trust that not only the core members and the staff have in me, but also my colleagues as well. You know. And I don't know if I found Larsh, or if Larsh found me, but all I can say is that whatever it is, I always be appreciative of the opportunities and support that Larsh give me.
Oh, Jimmy, do you know what? I'm so glad that Larsh found you, and you are absolutely a credit to yourself and to the role that you do, and you fit in so well in the team. It's fabulous. So well done, and thanks very much. And it wasn't too nerve-wracking, was it?
It was. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Yeah, it wasn't. I'm glad it's over.
Yeah. Well, okay, so that went really well. Thanks so much, Jimmy. Now, next week, we're going to feature Michael's journey. Okay. Right. So, during the break, I received a message from Andy in the harbour, who had lunch with his housemates. Hello, Andy. We've got a message from Paula, which I'll read out. So, Fountain Court thoroughly enjoyed the quiz, especially winning it. Ooh. Max loves her new tablet and is now the download queen. Sam and Max spent some time in the garden, maintaining social distancing, of course, catching rays, and Lynn is enjoying her new Tom Jones CDs whilst cleaning. The ladies enjoyed The Only Visitor Allowed. She's a four-legged house-trained blonde called Luna. That's Paula's overgrown teenage pooch. A message from David and Anya in Green Lane. On behalf of David, I would like to say thank you to the team in Silk, especially Audrey for baking the birthday cake, Katie and Amelia for sorting out the decorations and making sure my housemates could join the Zoom call, and Alphonse for sending invitations to all David's friends and for the slideshow and helping me with the technicality of this event. Also, the Zoom call wouldn't be possible without Joy's help, so thank you, Joy, for helping us set this up. At the beginning of this year, this is not how we imagined David's 60th birthday would look like. Thank you all for taking part and making this day special for David. Thank you for sending chocolates and birthday wishes. We hope to see you all soon when it's safe for a cup of hot chocolate at Silk. So I think that's all the feedback that I've got. This week we received the spring newsletter from Larsh Daybreak in Canada, and when it came with a prayer card with a picture of flowers by Farwa, and I want to read the prayer to you. At times like this, it's important to remember that happiness blooms from within. Share your smile, let your love fly. Your friends at large daybreak. So that's really nice, isn't it, to know that we've got wishes from all over the world. So that's all from me this week, and I'll finish with a quote from Nelson Mandela. There can be no greater gift than that of giving one's time and energy to help others without expecting anything in return. Stay safe, see you next week.